I am so excited to talk to you today about 6 massive money mistakes to avoid, whether you're in your 20s, your 30s, really any age here. And I am telling you, if we're going to be honest, and we're going to be straight up honest and very transparent in this video, these mistakes really kept me broke. I'm talking literally $0. And again, honestly, negative hundreds of dollars in my bank account to now scaling a 6-figure business. And hey, the good thing is you can do the exact same thing here, but you have to avoid these money-making mistakes. So I appreciate you being in the video today. Tell me in the comments or the live chat where you're watching, where you're joining from today. And if this is the first time that you and I are meeting, my name is Mike, and I help you. I specialize in the gig economy. You know, a side hustle, trying to make some extra money here, but also just a, side hustle or a full-time hustle, generally helping you make money. And to do that, to actually make money, you should probably avoid these 6 mistakes. Because I'm telling you, I really didn't know. And this could be a way, lean in for this, or share this right now, or share this as you're watching this with someone else, because I didn't know. And we're going to review in this video, there were years of basically frozen productivity because I wasn't in the right mind space. I just didn't know about money and these mistakes to avoid here. So guess what? I'm not going to waste your time here. Let's just jump right into it. Number 1, it's not diversifying. And I told you at the beginning of the intro of this video, I'm going to be, and I try to always be completely honest and transparent with you. This time, we're getting absolutely as transparent as possible. I want to show you some actual numbers. Check it out. This is my actual paycheck. This is my most recent paycheck from a W-2 job that I had. I was working in San Diego, California. This is a sales job. Now I'm coming to you back in my hometown here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. At the time, I lived in San Diego, gorgeous San Diego, California, for a little over 3 years. And I was working in sales. And I took an opportunity out there, had some problems. Well, that company specifically had problems. And I landed on this job. Now, this is actually my real paycheck, $1,373.17. Now, if you take a look at this, my pay was $21.64 paid out per hour. So and much likely, actually, let me know in the live chat or the comment section, are you working a W-2? Are you strictly an independent contractor? Are you self-employed? Any combination? Let us know your situation right now in the live chat or the comment section. But I'm guessing that maybe at least 30 to 50% of you watching this are singularly W-2. You're working 9 to 5. That's cool. Nothing wrong with that. And there's certainly ways to make big money working a W-2. This is mine. So tip number 1 is just relying on this. So let me show you what happens with this. I didn't diversify. And hey, folks, I see it in the video. Charlotte, Kevin, thanks for being here. Jeffrey, my brother Matt in here. Marytime, Riley, Ellen, always love seeing you in here. If you haven't joined already, join a supportive team of now over 50,000, reaching upwards of 600,000 plus individuals every single month, so we can level up your income this year. Not just the gig economy. My job is to, again, help you level up your income. But you can't do that if you're not diversifying. You have a zero backup plan. So let me tell you a quick story. I told you that I moved from here in Pittsburgh for a sales opportunity in San Diego. It's my first sales opportunity. I read all the books, all the audio books. I shouted with our current sales team at the time in Pittsburgh. I was ready to go. So I was well researched, but I had a zero backup plan when it comes to money. And we're going to talk about contingency plans, savings in a little bit. But the company that I worked for was a startup. I liked what they were doing. They were in the health space, healthy kind of nutrition space, and I liked that. until I didn't like it because the challenges of a startup are what? A lot of them go under, can't generate enough revenue to cover their operating expenses. And that's what happened, folks, is that company went under. And I found myself back paid, but owed thousands of dollars, $4,000 in back pay that just it couldn't be covered. That was the reality of a startup here. So since I had no diversification of my revenue, that's when I tanked. On no fault of my own, or at least on the W-2 side of the company went under. Couldn't pay their employees. Now, I had and have always diversified in the gig economy. Some of these side hustle apps. I was doing that, but I was really pushed into doing it full time because, I was doing it maybe like you as a side hustle. But I had no real other backup plans. I had, W-2 and I had the gig work. Number two, you're really reliant on a single uncontrolled revenue stream. So let's move on to that paycheck, right? The paycheck that I showed you was whatever it was, $1,300 for a pay period of 2 weeks. That's uncontrollable. I mean, you're in sales, right? You sell some stuff, you get a commission. There's some more control in that. So if you're great at sales, there you go. That's a way you can make a ton of money being in W-2. But I mean, I've worked a W-2 for years, in customer service prior to the sales job. It's uncontrollable, man, if we can be honest here. I worked in summers here in Pittsburgh, in my hometown over in Murraysville, east of Pittsburgh, in a Walmart, unloading trucks, stocking the floor, being a cashier. I did it all. And that was even more basically uncontrollable because, dude, I don't care if you're doing a professional, blue collar, white collar, whatever it is. It's, all right, what's going to happen? Here's your quarterly review. Here's whatever it is. We can offer you this. There was a matrix system at the company I worked for. You have to fit in one of these boxes and that deems how much you get an extra pay. It's not a lot. So it's largely uncontrollable. You're not diversifying. Nextly, minimal discretionary spending. Can we be real here? I had that paycheck, $1,300 for the sales job or whatever job it is, right? You have your W-2 paycheck. If it's not where you want, frankly, you're watching this video because it's not where your income is not where you want it to be. So that leads to tightening restrictions of spend. I hate it. And I'm sure you, let me know. Does it hurt to not have the discretionary spending? Let me know in the comments, in the live chat, in the comment section. It does hurt if we're real here. You can't spend your money on what you want to spend it on: yourself, your spouse, your partner, your kids, your dog, or your cat, right? And there's nothing more restricting than not having discretionary income. When everything has to go to bills, that's what happens when you don't diversify. Nextly, I was really only majoring in active revenue streams. Folks, pay attention, lean into this. If you haven't heard of this concept, or if you've heard of it and you haven't done it yet, now's the time to actually do it. So active revenue streams, trade your time for your money. Like those gig apps, right? The company went under. I was pushed into full-time work. So literally, if I'm driving food delivery apps or I'm driving parcel delivery, I'm trading my time for my money. And to be honest with you, there's a ceiling. There's a very real ceiling here. Again, we're going to be real with you here. You're only going to max out at what? $30? Maybe $40 an hour there on some of those gig apps. And after taxes, after expenses, after wear and tear on the vehicle, there's a real ceiling there. After all of those expenses and taxes are taken out of the equation, you probably want to make more than that. At least I challenge you to want to make more than that. And then nextly, extreme margins. So we talked about discretionary income. Check out this next stat, which is pretty surprising when I saw this. Only 39% of Americans could cover an unexpected $1,000 expense. Can you? If we could be vulnerable, can you cover an unexpected $1,000 expense? And that's okay if you can't. I mean, When that company went under, literally, I had $0, negative hundreds of dollars at times in my bank account, overdraft fees. Surely I couldn't, dude, I can't cover my gas. I'm at Walmart buying the value pack of chicken, right? Can't cover $1,000 expense. And if you can't, now's the time to reframe. Because you don't reframe your income generation. I'm telling you, it's a very much a spinning your wheels kind of feeling. And it sucks if we're honest here. So let me show you my spinning the wheel moment here. This is my actual bank account. We're getting straight up transparent here, folks, obviously with the identifying information hidden clearly. This is an actual bank statement from October 2019. When I was really in the heat of, dude, I'm trying to tread water here in San Diego. I'm not really selling much. Maybe sales isn't the best niche for me. That 1,300, what is that? It's 2,600 a month. You know, 1,000, whatever it is going to just rent because San Diego. I got a car payment. I got insurance. I got grocery, right? I got nothing left, man. So when I told you I'm running on tight margins, and maybe you're running on tight margins, here's my tight margins. I'm beginning the month with $112 in my bank account. I'm ending the month. Again, this is an October 2019 statement with $275 in my bank. Dude, I can't cover an extra $1,000. And get this. This was with about zero social life because I don't have the money, dude. I don't have the money. I don't have any discretionary income. This, and I feel you if you're trying to support your family, a relationship, whatever, right? Or if you're single, right? You're just trying to get out and do some stuff. Not having enough money, not diversifying is extremely crunching your margins. And I experienced it. This is it. And this is a good month. I mean, I just picked one month when I was going through my statements, but I guarantee you there's some negative months in there with ending balances. It does not feel good. And I don't want you to have to experience that because then this happens. I'm being straight up transparent with you. Again, drop a like if you appreciate that. Drop a like on this video if you do appreciate that transparency. But this is on the same statement, October of 2019. Look at those overdrafts, dude. $72 for the month. I've already paid about $1,000 in overdraft fee for the year. Continuous overdraft fees, $14. That's when you continually maintain an overdraft. Like, dude, I already don't have the money and you're asking for more. You're hitting me with more money. Like, I don't have the money in the first place, right? I've been there. Total overdraft fees, $1,105 for the year. Again, this was 10 months into 2019. It's not fun. Now, not diversifying. Number two, my biggest mistake, my money-making mistake is not selling a product or a service. Now, listen. Before you leave this video, I'm not selling a product or, dude, I'm just trying to make some, no, listen to this. It is not just straight up hard selling. In fact, I mean, I sucked at straight up hard selling. Well, I'm going to give you a lead flow. We have this CRM. Here's all the leads. Call this business. Get through the gatekeeper. She knows why you're calling. You have to build some report. Dude, no. I still remember in that sales job in 2019, one of my critiques, since I was sucking at it, said like, dude, listening to your sales calls, like, you have like fake rapport on the call. I'm like, yeah, I have fake rapport. Yes, I have fake rapport because this doesn't feel natural to me. It doesn't feel natural to call down a list. All right, Joe, can I speak to Mr. Smith? Right? It's not a natural human interaction for me, dude. So whenever I tell you to sell a product or a service, don't worry. You don't have to be in hard selling. Let me explain this. And I got to tell you, that feeling was it was almost freeing to understand myself. And I hope, during this video, it helps you understand your skills that like, dude, I don't want to push on people. I don't want to push a product or a service because I'm hired in this niche. I don't really care about the niche, right? I don't know anything about their business or their situation. Who am I to say this is the best product or service? I'm not even obsessed with my niche. I'm just trying to hit a number. I think there is something very unsavory to that. Now, I do feel like there's a lot of great people out there generally trying to help, but I did see, just pushing the numbers, and maybe it's too many years in customer service, dude. I don't know, but I care about truly helping, understand, making someone happy. And if I get sales from that, that's fantastic. That's what I do here on this channel. So when I tell you not selling a product or a service, it doesn't have to be intimidating. There's a ton of different ways to make more money by selling a product or a service. It can be, number one, a course on something teachable. Excuse me. That's a good sign for us to take a sip of coffee. Let me know what you're sipping on. Be right with you. Fantastic. So, number one, teaching a course on something teachable. Do you know something that is I bet you do. How to cook the best whatever, breakfast foods, how to repair a bike, how to code this, how to animate graphics for this. Customers, it can be customer, it doesn't have to be a hard skill, folks. How to be more confident, speaking in public, how to tackle anxiety, anything. What do you have knowledge in? There's people that are willing to pay for it, and you don't have to hard sell them on the course. So what you're looking at to the right, that's my course. I host it through Podia. It's a $107 course. Why? Because it provides literally $1,000 plus, $2,000 plus in content. That's why I would get that course. It's a fast track to mastering food delivery platforms. It's an hour and a half of content, proven. There you go, right? What can you teach? Find a hosting site, Teachable, Kajabi, Podia, and teach it. You film some videos. You can rent out a film space. You can even do a voiceover if you don't want to. Look what I'm doing right now. My voice isn't even on the screen, right? Here we go. Hello again. Your voice doesn't even have to, your face rather, doesn't even have to be on the video if you're not comfortable with that. Now, establish some credibility. Say, hi, my name's Mike. I've been in this space for 10 plus years. I have experience in academia with a BA and MBA, etc. On my interview for that paycheck job that I showed you, they asked me, all right, well, it was a sales job. They said, well, sell me your YouTube channel. I said, easy. It's the best place to make money in a side hustle, point blank. It's the best place. I have guests on. I've been in the space since 2015. I've done thousands of trips and transactions. I've driven in different marketplaces. My videos are professional. They're clean. They are free of fluff. It is branded nice and cleanly. So you're part of a team. It's not all, disjointed. It's the best place, in my opinion, to make money with a side hustle or a full-time hustle. There you go. And that's not cockiness. It's confidence from, what's the word? Expertise, right? Natural confidence from expertise. It's the same thing. What are you an expert in? It's going to come through in that course. Let's move on. Downloadable quick start guides or how to. It's the same thing. Okay, dude, I can't make an hour-long course. It doesn't have to be. It can literally be a 15-minute course that you sell for $15. And then you're making passive income in your sleep selling a $15 course. Literally, you can sell a video or a voiceover course, 15 minutes, or a downloadable guide, right? If it's better to map this out visually, right? How-to guides. Skill sets on Fiverr, TaskRabbit, Facebook Marketplace. If it is a more of a skill set, like graphic design and what have you, you can sell that, contract that out on different websites or locally. You can sell things you don't use on OfferUp and or flip items. I have done this. This isn't me just, making things. I didn't just Google, hey, how to make money on different, right? I didn't just make these things. I've done these things. I've sold, a bunch of stuff before I moved back here to Pittsburgh, just on OfferUp. I've done flipping products on eBay years ago. You can do Amazon FBA. My brother's done that. He's featured here on the channel as well. There's ways to make money. Novelties. collector's items on eBay. You have things that are worth, dude, you look, those Pokemon cards, I've seen it, right? Some of those Pokemon cards are bringing crazy money. Collector's items could be a lot of money sitting in your garage. And then lastly, affiliate marketing. Dude, you talk about affiliate marketing before. Yeah, I've talked about a lot of these things before, but how are you doing them? Okay, great. You're doing them. Are you making what? Hundreds or thousands of dollars a month? You're like, oh, well, okay, maybe I should start. No, I don't. I don't make that much money. So here's a screenshot of my actual affiliate income. Check this out. Selling a product or service it does not have to be hard selling. I've talked about evangelizing for a product. Just simply that means a product that I believe in, what's in grasp. I always show these. These are always in grasp, I guess. I always show these AirPods Pro. I have nothing else, I guess, in grasp. That's okay. But I talk on any medium that you have. It can be a blog, a website, a YouTube, a Twitch channel, your Facebook page. And I just evangelize for these. I've tried the Power Beats. Is that the full name? Yeah, it's the Power Beats, right? It's the Beats by Dre, acquired by the same company, acquired by Apple, whatever. But I've tried the Power Beats. I've tried these AirPods Pro, and I love them a lot more. They're a lot more durable. The Power Beats broke twice in the gym. These are going strong in the gym. The noise cancellation is fantastic. If you're interested in upping your headphones, they're portable. They charge in the case, which is crazy because even when I don't think they're charging, right? A lot of benefits. I'm evangelizing for the products. Check them out. Actually, to make it easier, I have it linked for you in this blog post. I have it linked down below in the description. I have it linked in the comment section. That's all you have to say. You don't have to hard sell. I don't have to say like, well, Mike, they're $200. That's ridiculous. I can get the Galaxy Buds 2 for blah, blah, blah. Great, go get them. I don't care, go get them. I'm not dealing with your hard selling and objection handling. Maybe a little bit, but it's not hard selling. And I love it because you can still make money. $1,266 earned last year from affiliate income that, if I'm honest with you, is extremely passive. You can see I wasn't really doing much with this while I was working the 9 to 5. Because I just wasn't all in. So you can see January to June, I didn't make really anything for affiliate income. And then once I went all in here on YouTube, and affiliate income, the affiliate income took off. So basically, if we trended this out for the year, I technically probably would have made closer to $3,000 for the year. So, get started with affiliate income. Let me know in the live chat. Are you looking at affiliate income? Have you started affiliate income? Is it working for you? Let's move on. And hey, folks, if you are getting value in this video, can you do me a favor right now? If you're watching this in the background, I know if you're just setting this off to the side, or if you're joining us live or in the replay, can you hit the like button? It really does help me out. Shows me that you get value in this content here because a lot of work does go into it. I really would appreciate if you hit the like button here as we get into tip number 3. Non-investing. This is a massive money mistake. We can see a Gallup poll, pretty recent data here, states just a modest majority of Americans, some 55%, own stocks. That's down from, I believe it was a high in the 60s% of Americans own stocks. It's gone down. Now, I understand and I'm sympathetic to the fact that, we got crushed in 2020. With everything going on, and this is why I went all in here to try to help you make money starting in 2020. And I've been doing this on YouTube since 2017, but I was like, listen, we need to make some money, man. 2020 was tough, but you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not investing at least something. Here's why. So here is as you saw, in the thumbnail, didn't Photoshop this, folks, my actual investing portfolio. Now, some of you may be thinking, $3,100. Actually, let me know. Let me know in the live chat or the comment section, if you're comfortable, how much do you have invested in your own portfolio? Give us a number in the live chat in the comment section, or just simply say, I haven't started yet. If you haven't, again, now's your wake-up call to get started. So some may be saying like, dude, 3100s, I can't afford that. It's a lot. And then funny enough, I've heard on comments of, different posts, like, dude, you can't be talking unless you have 30,000 invested. Like, you're a complete amateur unless you have 30,000. I'm like, dude, 30,000, I don't know, right? I think that's kind of farsighted. Like, we all have different things going on. We all can't drop 30K, but you can drop $30 maybe. So literally, this is what I've done. I've done what I call drip investing, just investing over time. Now, I know the investing space, they kind of think about drip investing as something else, whatever. But I mean, I'm not a millionaire. I'm just a regular dude that tried something. But here's I didn't try just reaching in the dark. They say success leaves clues. I followed those breadcrumbs. I followed those clues to, again, scaling this year a 6-figure business. It's easier than ever to get started. Robinhood that you're seeing here to the right. Super easy, commission free. Very easy to invest. Fractional shares. Like, dude, and we'll see here shortly a little bit of my actual portfolio. Dude, this stock, what is Amazon? Like $3,000 a share? Something's crazy. I can't invest. I want to invest in Amazon. I can't. Now you can with fractional shares, which is just that. You invest, I can invest like $100 and you invest in a fractional share of Amazon. So what about volatility? Dude, I want to invest, but I'm nervous about stock volatility. What does that mean? That just means the constant, ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of pricing, day to day, week to week, year to year, right? It's not predictable. We don't really know. Well, then consider investing in dividend stocks that pay a dividend to you. Consider more safe bets like the S&P 500. It's just a collection of 500 companies, top performing companies, large scale companies you can generally rely on, and or long holds. Another sip of coffee here. I see your comments here. I'm going to highlight a few here in a second. So your comments here are telling us, yeah, Brian's got 15. We can say Matt has 3,500. It's fantastic. And we saw the beverage choices here as well. I love to see it. So now, obviously, like I have noted here at the bottom, this is not legal or professional investing financial advice. Obviously, need to put that out there. But if you're a beginner, if you're a younger investor, and again, speak to a financial consultant, investing consultant, what have you. But if you're a beginner, consider micro investments with apps like Acorn. What that does is when you make purchases, it will round up the dollar amounts and take that amount into a portfolio. Now, the research that I've done, I don't recommend it if you have a decent amount of cash flow coming in, because like 80-cent investment is not going to make a big deal over the long run. But again, if you're if you're a teen investor, what have you, that might be a good option for you. Or if you're just limited with cash flow, something's better than nothing. Now, if you do have some cash flow, do what I've been doing. I think this is, folks, lean in. Again, pay attention. What's this guy talking about? Drop a like. I'm throwing a lot at you. But this next point is probably one of the most value adds that I've had in my investing journey here. And that's considering automatic deposits to your portfolio. So what does this do? It's, if I want to invest in a certain stock, I like it over the long term, or just generally I want to invest, but I'm kind of scared, if we're real here, to pull the trigger. I don't want to spend my money. Once I see that money leave my account, I want to spend it on other things. You're going to spend the money on something else anyway. We're talking about discretionary, right? You're not going to, reach into necessary funds. And again, I couldn't do this when I was, negative and I was barely affording rent. It's not what we're talking about. We're talking about if you have some discretionary income, do it. Set up the automated weekly or monthly deposits. So then months down the road, a year down there, dude, I've invested like $1,000 or $2,000 and it happens automatically. I like that you can do that on Robinhood. All of it, you can change it, you can edit it, you can stop it right at any time. And lastly, investing, you should be doing it because generally my goal for investing is higher returns than a savings account. Now, I've seen stats, like 60 some percent of Americans have a savings account. But as we saw, 30 some percent, 39% can't cover an unexpected $1,000 cost. This is not a blanket thing here. You got to manage your own finances here, folks. But my goal is to have higher returns. So here is my actual portfolio. So $1,000 or $3,100 in my portfolio. That's what I'm comfortable with. I've heard it described as like you're kind of gambling with the stock market, and you kind of are. To a lesser degree with S&P 500. Again, I'm not a financial or investing expert. That's not legal advice, of course, but look at this portfolio. This is what I'm comfortable investing and losing, although I don't think I'm going to lose it. So like, for instance, I'm very bullish on certain positions, which means I see a lot of growth in that company. So Tesla, I'm very bullish. I'm super aggressive. It's my highest position. So an equity ownership of $1,836, 2.55 shares owned. Like, dude, I'd love to own 30 shares of Tesla. Well, they cost like $700 some right now. So I'm not liquid, which means I don't have that money to spend right now. But through my small deposits over time, and that's going to grow. So maybe you're very bullish. You see a lot of growth in whatever it is, Disney, what have you. And obviously there comes more volatility with newer companies, Tesla being one of them, although they've been around for 10 years or so. You get my point here. We do need to move on. So tip number 3, not investing. The money mistake that I made when I was broke. And again, folks, drop a like here. And if you haven't done so already, consider subscribing again to join the team of over 50,000 now. And if you want to go deeper with us here in the team, exclusive announcements with content, with exclusive badges, emotes to stand out in this live chat and the comments section, consider joining as a VIP, clicking that join button down below. We'll love to have you as part of our growing VIPs. So mistake number 4 is not spending money to make money. So it's funny enough, I was looking for pictures, stock pictures of risk. This personifies risk, this image here. And there are several pictures of, just Jenga being played, right? The game Jenga. And then I saw this one, which isn't being played traditionally, right? But it looked so risky. It gave me anxiety looking at this. Like, look at this. I was like, all right, yeah, this is the one. This personifies risk more than anything. I was like, ugh, right? But not spending money to make money, again, coming down to risk here. So you have to take some risks with your money to make money. What can make your job easier or more efficient? So, example number 1, expanding your work options. So what can I get that allows me to do more? Let's take an example of working from home, because a lot of us have been working from home in the last year or so. So one of the best investments I made is this table. You obviously can't see it. It's a sit to stand electronic desk. So I was looking at a cheaper quality manual crank sit to stand desk, and I invested basically the same amount of money. I think it was like $200 some. It's steel legs is a lot better. Like, dude, what's your point? Here's my point: is getting equipment like this helps me do more. If you're working from home, if you have back pain, fatigue, getting something like this, it helps you do more. Why? It keeps you in a better mood, your energy, it's keeping your body in a lot better alignment versus gravity just slamming down on that compressed spine, just sitting. You can mix it up. I can move a little bit, right? I can kind of shift left to right doing my work here. That's spending money to make me money because I'm working from home. My business is here on YouTube. Your business is whatever it is. If you're working from home, you want to do it better. Furthermore, improving the customer experience. Is there something that you could buy that will improve your customer's experience? Again, we went back to selling a product or a service. Well, if you do web consultations, a better webcam that I'm using right here, better lighting like I'm using right here, a better microphone like I'm using right here, or even out in the field, is there something you could buy and businesses do it all the time, folks. Point of sale systems, right? Now everyone has the little iPad, a point of sale system, right? It makes it a lot easier. It's simple to see. You spin the thing around, there's your payment terms. Think about the fast food space, as funny as it sounds. They spent money to create digital displays of their menus. What does this do? They spent the money to make more money. It improves the customer experience. Now, instead of seeing the menu, it's kind of grimy, right? No one ever cleans it. It's the same. The text is all cloudy. It's kind of crummy looking, right? Now they got these nice TVs, what have you. They're playing a video. The food looks amazing, right? You're like, oh, this is kind of nice to look at. It's in like 4K for some reason. It's like VR right now, but it looks a lot nicer. They spent that money. And it helps them as a business. They can change the menu. Oh, the price is wrong. We need to make price changes. Boom. It's done electronically versus having someone go up there and change the cards, right? You get it. How can you get more exposure? So I want you to sell a product or a service, or at least think about something that you can do to make some more money. This is on you as well. This is a team. This is a part of the channel. You're a team here. How can you get more exposure? Can you spend money on Google search ads, on YouTube discovery ads to bring more eyes to your business? I've done that and it's been a fantastic business expense. Speaking of, nextly, utilizing business expense deductions. So when we're talking about spending money on your business, on your customer experience, on just yourself doing your job, okay? Like, what if your side hustle is just kind of food delivery apps? That's cool. It's a good way to make some extra money. It is an active revenue stream. Keep that in mind. Well, did you know that you might not want to be afraid to spend money because you can write that off as a business deduction come tax time? Now, I'm not a tax expert, a CPA. This is not official legal tax advice. But if you spend money on chargers, cleaning supplies, on a wireless phone card charger, which is a must, check out our Amazon storefront down below. I would get yours right now. It is a wireless phone car charger. There's a ton of things. There's YouTube equipment. There's rideshare accessories. There's a bunch of stuff. So check out that Amazon storefront. It's linked down below. But you can write off those expenses. You can even write off business travel to the percent that trip was used for business. You can write it off to the percent that computer was used for business. You can write it off. Again, consult your CPA, your tax professional. Hey, if you're watching this live right now, can you let me know in the live chat, what's your biggest aha moment so far? What has been your biggest kind of point of clarity when it comes to mistakes? Not diversifying, not selling a product or service, not investing, not spending money to make money. Let me know in the live chat right now, or in the comment section if you're watching on the replay. We need to move to tip number 5. Mistake number 5 is not having a growth mindset. So for this, I need to tell you a quick story. So, as mentioned at the beginning of this video, there was a point where we talked about kind of being locked up, spinning the wheels. So whatever year that was, 2012, 2013. I worked for a healthcare company here in Pittsburgh, and I worked in customer service. This is not the paycheck I showed you. That was a sales job in San Diego. And I was making, I think, around $40,000 a year. And like I mentioned, that is a largely uncontrollable revenue stream, right? And I knew I wanted to do more, which was kind of pushing me to get into sales. But I won't say I wasted, but I spun my wheels for probably a good 4 to 5 years before I eventually left after 6 years, where I didn't have a growth mindset. I didn't, and those years, actually, there were no side hustle apps, at least for the most part, for most marketplaces. But even so, there were ways that I could have made money, and I didn't. I was locked into 40-some thousand, and I just didn't have that growth mindset. So this is your wake-up call right now. Have you been finding that you've been spinning your wheels? Have you been finding that you're like, I can't crack 40,000, 30,000, 60,000, whatever it is? You have to change it. You have to change again, if we went back to selling a product or a service, if you looked at some of those, or maybe you left a video and you're probably not even here now, and if you said like, dude, that's ridiculous. I'm not doing that. I can't, a course, what are you talking about? Affiliate income? Like, that's exactly what's holding you back from making the actual kind of money that you want to make. Because, I mean, I had, actually, my brother commented to me the other day. He said like, dude, you've been doing this on YouTube since 2017, since you were here in Pittsburgh, while you moved out to San Diego, while the company went under, while you were let go, while you moved back here to Pittsburgh. The entire time, like, dude, how did you stay so focused? How did you just keep it up? And I'm thinking it's, because I had a relentless growth mindset. I told someone else recently, is you have to be relentless. You have to be all in, follow the breadcrumbs that I talked about. Because we're not reaching in the dark here, folks. We're not like, oh, I hope I stumble upon 100,000 a year. It's not going to happen. Every single failure that I've had is a researched failure in this journey. It's okay to fail. You should welcome failure because that means you're growing, you're learning, you're getting to eventually where you want. The sales job is a massive failure. 2 of them, I wasn't that great at it. But I researched it. I followed the best practices and I found it wasn't for me. That's okay if you fail. But never starting, I guarantee you that's going to be a fail. If you never start, if you never try, and again, try with research in mind. We're not just winging it, right? We're following the breadcrumbs. Success leaves clues. Then you can best set yourself up for success. It's the wake-up call. That's why you're on the team here, holding each other accountable to make the money that you really want to make. And lastly, the mistake is not taking action now. I told you I was frozen for 4 to 5. Even after college here, after 2010, when I finished college, I still didn't have a direction of how to make this money and relying on the W-2. That's fine if you're hitting the numbers you want to hit, but if you're not, you got to do something. So I'm here to tell you that you got to take action right now. And action can simply be starting the research, okay? Doing the research of what's the best affiliate program for me to join. Is it Amazon Associates? Maybe not. I love Target. I shop there. I talk to my friend. Maybe Target is the best one for you. Maybe B&H Photo. I'm into photography, lenses, right? Best Buy. I love electronics. Best Buy is pretty good. Or some of these platforms pay different commission structures. Okay, well, I could do a course for like $25. So where do you start? Start researching Kajabi. Start researching Podia. Start researching on Peerspace is the app that I used to rent out a film studio to film my course. That's Peerspace. See what's in your marketplace. See how much it costs. Run the numbers. Start creating a business. Start scheduling out how can I make this thing happen? Because I'll tell you right now, folks, 2017 to now, I have gone from the W-2, dipped down to $0, negative like $500 or whatever it was at the worst, being at extreme low points, but continually taking action, having the growth mindset, not being afraid of failure. I told myself, like, dude, listen, I've said it for maybe not decades now. I don't know if I'm old enough to say decades, but I've been saying it since I was a teenager. $100,000 a year is my goal, but it's not going to magically happen again. You have to take action. And hey, folks, I welcome you to join the team here if you want to take action, if you want to be in a supportive space, and if you want to grow and thrive together. That is my goal here, to help you make money. So I appreciate you being here. I love talking to you. I'll be in the comment section. I appreciate you joining live or in the replay. So do me a favor on your way out, if you could just drop me a like, and you can click or tap screen here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.